Hello, I posted a video a while back and it was this bike out in the sunshine, all clean and polished and looking beautiful. So what I wanted to do today is just tell you a story about my 3,000 odd mile journey since March, and one of the things I had to change on this bike to make it not just a wonderful touring quick bike, but to iron out one of the biggest problems that quite a few people have picked up on, not just the GT, but also the R. Or maybe you haven't picked it up and you're about to buy one. I just want to give you some advice. And it's all to do with a little guy down there, and you can see the beautiful gold shaft and the adjustable knob at the end there. And it's to iron out a phenomenon. Now, that phenomenon is called, not quite a tank slapper, but it's a vagueness. And it's happened a couple of times to me on this bike, where I've ridden down the road, I've braked into the corner, I've come out of the corner and accelerated out. And as I've accelerated out, I've landed, and it's done that. It's just shook the bars a little bit. I didn't mind it doing it once. When it happened a second time, I checked the tyres, and I put it in sport mode, and I put the suspension onto one up with luggage, and it was fine. But now and again, at certain speeds, there's this little bit of floatiness, and I didn't like it, so I investigated. And this is what I did. I took off the old damper to have a look at it. And when you look at the old damper, it's very nice, isn't it? But it's dumb. There's nothing sophisticated about it. It is just a cylinder with some oil in it and a piston and a bar end or rod end. And I'm not sure if you can hear this, but it sounds like there's some air in there maybe, or well, you can hear the oil and you can hear, I don't know, it's just not very sophisticated. And I thought when I took this off, just to have a look at it, it could be a problem, couldn't it? Can it handle some of the violence that is induced into the front end when you put the tyre down onto the road? Is it up to the job? I didn't know, but fortunately for me, I had something to hand. And had a Matris steering damper, and they call it a racing Matris steering damper. There is another type which isn't reactive, but this one is. That's the number, and believe me, if you take that number down and you Google it, that will fit your GT. The only thing you need to do is buy the Hyperpro kit for the Hyperpro steering damper to the GT. But this kit, this fitting kit, will fit the Matris, sorry, we're not in a movie. Anyway, I fitted it and it works really well. I'll just show you underneath. And it doesn't just work well, it works beautifully. Now, I think this is around 17 clicks, not one, sorry, being the minimum interference, 17 being the highest interference. But when you move the handlebars, it doesn't stiffen in the traditional way an adjustable damper would. It's a reactive, so you put in the limit. So I've put it on, I think, 11 at the moment, and you won't feel it until it starts to feel the wobble. You can feel it stiffening up as you're riding it. It's quite a surreal feeling, actually. It feels good, it feels safe, it feels stiff, it feels like that front end is not moving anywhere apart from where you are pushing the bar into the corner. It's just night and day. It's so good. So this is the Matris, whatever that number was I showed you. That is the Hydro Pro fitting kit. It's a lot of money for 2 bits of alloy, but it fits really well. The only thing on this Matris, kit. This rod end here was a 6mm through hole. On the triple clamp it's a threaded 8mm hole, so I had to put an insert into this, and I stuck a 6mm screw and fitted it to this, but it works beautifully. I didn't have to adjust the steering stops. That end here, just check it doesn't hit the radiator. Mine didn't. But it's just one of those modifications that if you are feeling some vagueness, not even vagueness really, some drift or handlebar lightness, fit this. Check your tyre pressures first, but I would definitely recommend this bit of kit.